Hi, welcome to Yoga with Em. My name is Emmy and I'm going to take you through a balancing flow today. I recommend this for the yogi that's had some practice, you know the moves, and perhaps you're beyond that beginner stage. So perhaps you're an intermediate yogi, because this flow is going to build heat. We're going to have some flowing moves and we're going to head into some exciting balances too. So please join me on the mat, ready to balance, to flow, and to ignite the inner fire. This is yoga for everyone, for every day. So please step to the top of your mat. You can begin today's balancing flow either with your feet together, or if you'd like a little extra kind of stable base and balance, you can have your feet hip width. But wherever you are, ground down through the feet, engagement through the legs, the core, the pelvic floor. Roll your shoulders back and down and stand tall. Let's take some breaths together. Inhale, the hands up and overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale, really stretch right through to the fingertips. And exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. One last time. Breathing in to lengthen and exhaling, hands to heart center. So let's flow together. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, soft knees. Inhale, step the right foot back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. And exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Just hovering off the mat. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot to the sky, three-legged dog. And exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Inhale and rise into your high lunge. Exhale, open out into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Breathe here, sink a little bit into that leg. Reach through opposite fingertips. And let's start to build the inner fire. Take the hands back to the mat and lift the back heel. Send that foot back and find the top of your plank. Exhale with the core engaged, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot to the sky. Exhale, step right foot in between the hands. And left foot follows. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise, extended mountain pose. And exhale, hands to your heart. So from the top of your mat, I'm just going to step to the other top of my mat. Let's continue to flow. So inhale and rise. Exhale, fold, soft knees. So this time, left foot steps back. And then the right foot follows, downward facing dog. Float forward into plank, chaturanga dandasana, lower down and hover. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot to the sky. And exhale, step the left foot in between the hands. Let's inhale and rise into our high lunge. Exhale, open on out, Vibhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. We're going to breathe here as we feel the heat building, remaining strong in the legs. Knee stacked above ankle, maybe just sinking a little bit lower in that front leg. Breathe. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears, eye gaze over front fingertips. And now hands back down to the mat, lift the back heel, step the foot back and find the top of your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, exhale to lower. Inhale, find your up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. So left foot to the sky, three-legged dog. Step the left foot in between the hands. Right foot follows. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, extended mountain pose. And then exhale, hands to your heart. We're adding on to our flow now, so from the top of your mat, let's continue. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink deep. Inhale, right foot steps back. Left foot downward facing dog. Breathe out. Inhale to the top of your plank. Core is engaged. Chaturanga Dandasana. Lower and hover. Inhale, upward facing dog. The body's like a hammock, pressing into the hands and the tops of the feet. And then roll over the toes. Exhale into downward facing dog. Take your right foot to the sky, three-legged dog, and use the momentum to step or help that foot in between the hands. Inhale and rise into high lunge. Exhale, Vibhadrasana 2 or Warrior 2. Sink into that front knee. Keep the core engaged, drawing that back hip just back a little bit more. And now I want you to flip your front palm and take a Sun Warrior. Reach for the sky as your back hand reaches down the back leg. Feeling that length in the side body. Keep low in that front knee. Breathe. Vibhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. And now hands to the mat, lift the back heel. Let's continue with our flow. Stepping that foot back, find the top of your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step right foot between hands, left foot follows. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, extended mountain pose. Exhale, hands to your heart. We continue to flow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale as your left foot steps back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, breathe out. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot to the sky, three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, left foot steps between hand and right foot follows. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, fold deeply, knees soft. Inhale, rise. Press into the feet as you rise and lengthen through the fingertips. Exhale, hands to heart center. Roll your shoulders back and down. We're adding on to our flow right now. So let's inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot steps back. Downward facing dog. Plank, inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana, exhale. Up dog, knees are off the mat in up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot to the sky, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot through. And now we rise into our lunge. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Flip the palm. Inhale as you take your Sun Warrior. Exhale into your extended side angle. Really reach through those fingertips, making a diagonal line from the tips of these fingers right down the body to that grounded foot. Keep the chest lifted, keep your heart center lifted, and sink a little bit into that front leg. Breathe here. Virabhadrasana 2, find your Warrior 2. And then let's flow together. So stepping that front foot back. Exhaling, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale as you step the foot in between hands and left foot follows. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. And now rise on the inhalation, extended mountain, and bring your hands back to your heart center. We continue our flow. So inhale with me, ground down through the feet, reach through the fingers, and now exhale and fold. Your left foot steps back. Find your low lunge, and then downward facing dog. Exhale. Let's flow through Chaturanga Dandasana as we exhale. Inhale for your upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Hopefully we're building the heat now. So the left foot to the sky, three-legged dog. Step your left foot in between your hands, and then with me, let's rise into our high lunge. Open out, Warrior 2. Reach in opposite directions through the fingertips, sinking low in the leg. Flip the front palm and take a Sun Warrior with me now. Feel that length through the side body. Exhale, forearm down to the thigh. Extended side angle. There's always an option to rest the top arm down onto your hip if it feels uncomfortable in your shoulder. So keep your heart lifted. Keep breathing and find that length and that strength in extended side angle. Hopefully building the heat now, igniting the inner fire in this practice today. Come back through Warrior 2. And then hands to the mat, lift the back heel. Step that foot back and find a downward facing dog. Flow into plank. Lower as you exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, find your upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step foot between hands. And both feet are here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And now really ground down through the heels and rise. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. We're going to lower our hands and just reset for a couple of breaths in mountain pose, Tadasana. Find that nice centered position, rolling the shoulders back and down. The engagement of the core. Stand tall. We're adding on to our flow now with a balance. So this is the fun part. Let's flow through our sequence together. Inhale with me and rise. Exhale now and fold deeply. Inhale as you step your right foot back. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot to the sky, three-legged dog. And now step foot in between the hands. High lunge, rise as you inhale. Exhale, open Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale for your sun warrior. And exhale into extended side angle. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. And from here, we're going to rotate round and find a variation of warrior 1. So we've got a bend in the front knee, we've got the warrior legs, and perhaps we're reaching forward, or alternatively, you can bring the arms out to the side because we're going to take a balance. So start to hop the back foot forward, and we're coming into warrior 3 variation. So we're balancing on the right leg, the left leg is lifted. The core is engaged and we're keeping our heart center lifted. So keep breathing, and it's okay if the toe touches down. Maybe it actually just needs to, or try lifting off again. So here with the arms out to the side like aeroplane wings, just gives a little bit of extra help to the lower back as opposed to reaching the arms forward in Virabhadrasana 3. I'm going to ask you now to slowly come upright. Touch the toe down if you need to for a moment. Otherwise, take a hold of that knee. So we're still balancing. How are you doing here? All right, big toe pose. Let's give it a go. So take a hold with the first 2 fingers around the big toe of your left foot. And maybe you just stay here with your right hand on your hip. Maybe you want to try extending that leg with me. Breathe. Okay, extra step add-on. Maybe we rotate now. So maybe you're extending the leg out to the side, strong in the standing leg and breathing. Coming back through center. Take a hold of the knee, stand tall, and then replace your foot to the mat. Pedal through the legs if you need to. Roll your shoulders back and down. And let's flow one more time and take those balances on the other side. So inhale with me now, extended mountain pose, and exhale to fold. Inhale, step the right foot back. Step the left foot back. Downward facing dog, right foot follows. Float forward, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot to the sky, inhale, 3-legged dog. And exhale, step that foot in between the hands. So inhale now, rise for your high lunge. Exhale, warrior two, open on out. Sun warrior, flip the front palm, inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Find that length and the strength. Vipadrasana 2. Come back upright. And now into warrior 1. So start to rotate the hips to the front of the mat. Maybe a slight positioning of that back foot. Keep a bend in the front knee. And now into our balance. So perhaps you spread your wings, hop that back toe forward, and then balance in Vipadrasana 3 variation, our warrior 3 variation. So we're balancing on the left leg. The core is engaged once again. The breath, hopefully try and keep it slow and smooth. You might like to breathe through the mouth. Maybe use Ujjayi breath here, because hopefully we're building the intensity and we're building the heat in our practice today. And then let's come upright. Maybe the toe touches down or maybe not, but we're taking hold of the knee. Big toe pose. So once again, this time it's the right first 2 fingers, maybe take hold of the big toe. Yeah, you just see I had a little help, had a little assistance with my balance. And maybe you just stay here today, or maybe you're extending that leg. And if you want to take it to the next level, you can open on out. Taking the leg out to the side, and it really gets into a nice hamstring stretch, really gets into the hip, and it also is helping us build strength in that standing leg, as well as helping with our balance, our stability, our core. Breathe here. All right, come back through center, everyone. Bring the knee through center, and then replace down to the earth. Roll the shoulders back and down. Stand tall. Breathe with me once more. So standing at the top of your mat, inhale, hands overhead, and exhale your hands to your heart. Inhale. So we're recentering, slowing down the breath now. And one more time. Exhale, hands to the heart. And now I'd like you to join me for a yoga squat. So if you send your feet about just a little bit wider than hip width, toes slightly turned out. And feel that nice stretch through the hips. Keep the heart lifted, and maybe you're pressing your elbows into your knees for this deep hip stretch. If this feels too much, if you're feeling any pain in your lower body, in your legs at all, please just come to seated on the mat. I don't want you to experience any pain in this posture. Breathe here. And we can release. And I'm going to bring you into a key balance posture down on the mat, crow pose. So this is an arm balance. So this whole flow has been about balancing, and even down here on the mat, we can come into our balance. So spread your fingers wide, engage your core. The knees go towards the armpits, maybe they're just resting on the tops of the arms. So the core is engaged, eye gaze is down and ahead. Maybe you want to place a cushion here because it kind of may help you feel a little bit more safe if you're just trying this for the first time. And then maybe you just try hopping, just a little lift off, just a hop and return. But if you're feeling okay, engaging the core, maybe we have lift off in crow pose. And you can always come out of it and then try again. Maybe you didn't get it the first time. Keep the eye gaze, keep the core. Nice work, everyone. Wherever you got with that, good job. So slowing things down now. As our flow comes to a close, we come onto the back body. Hug the knees into the chest. Slow down your breathing now. Relax your shoulders. Breathe. Start to feel grounded. And then using a little bit of momentum now, coming up to a seat. So maybe use the momentum, rocking yourself up or bringing yourself to a seat anyhow. We're going to close the practice today in child's pose, balasana. So swing your legs round to the side, onto hands and knees. Send the knees wide, the big toes together, and send your hips back towards your heels. As you melt the forehead down towards the mat, lengthen your arms, reach through the fingertips, and feel that lengthening of the spine, lengthening through the arms, stretch of the hips, of the tops of the feet, of the ankles. And at the same time, feel that grounding sensation, that calming sensation. Slow down the breath. You can stay here if this feels good. Or otherwise, this is where we end our practice. Thank you for joining me for a balancing flow. Namaste.